Sounds like the detective will be busy with the Joker for a while. Good. Gives this kitten some time to play. So what next? Help tall, brooding, and handsome? Or help myself do all the loot Professor Strange has locked up in that vault of his? I know. Difficult choice, right? What will it be? Find Croc and have him rip a hole into the vault? Ask Penguin for some explosives? Not my style. I always prefer a woman's touch in these situations. Stay where you are, Ivy. I'm coming to get you. I need to get my kit from my apartment.
Good
No way I
evening,
can
citizens.
face Ivy without my things. I'd be naked without them.
Welcome back to Batman Arkham City. Last time we fell for the old fake Joker gag, and this time around we'll be playing as Catwoman. Let's just get this out of the way to start with. Yep, that's her slide. But, you remember we fought as Catwoman very briefly at the start of the game, and it hasn't changed too much. The critical strike ability we unlocked as Batman, and the ×5 combo multiplier is in effect for Catwoman. But other than that, she's still pretty much exactly how we left her. Though now that we have talked to the Riddler, we got a couple of those challenges, and I'll be getting a few of those as we go. Another one of the challenges is to scale buildings. Catwoman scales buildings a bit differently from Batman. She doesn't have a grapnel. So instead, she just kind of climbs up the side of it. You know, because I'm pretty sure this is how physics works. It is designed to be timed. You're supposed to hit the button when the green circle lands inside the outer circle. And the challenge is to do that 8 times without missing the timing. The timing itself isn't actually too hard. The main problem you may find is finding a building nearby that's big enough to do it. Aside from that, Catwoman gets around the city a little differently. If you get yourself a good route, it's going to feel like parkour, and sometimes the whip won't play nicely with you. But we're almost to our objective.
Well, how are we supposed to find out where she lives, anyway?
Two-Face said she lives somewhere near here.
So what? How does he know?
How am I supposed to? I don't question the boss. You shouldn't either.
I know. Well, how can he be so pissed all of a sudden, anyway?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because Catwoman left him hanging over that acid tank?
Really?
Yeah. He had it just where he wanted her, and that bitch broke free.
Seriously? How come I miss all this stuff?
Maybe it's because you spend half your life eating that crap in those tins, and the other half on a crapper.
Yeah, there's something wrong with it.
Then here's an idea. Stop eating it, and find out where Catwoman's been hiding.
We do get a drop on one of these guys, and it should probably make it this guy, because he's got a gun. The other 3, after the gun's been taken out of the equation, are pretty much easy pickings. So we don't have detective vision, we have thief vision, and every time you see these blue paw prints, that's somewhere you can go with
It's
it.
good to be home.
This nets us a few new toys. We get some caltrops, useful for throwing in the way of oncoming enemies and having them stumbling over themselves. And we also get some bolas. Bolas are effectively Catwoman's quick-fire batarangs. You can throw 3 of them without losing your combo.
Okay,
They come out a little
Selina,
bit slower,
time to find
but
Ivy.
they're still pretty
Let's hope
useful.
She's forgiven me. Of course she has. She wouldn't hold a grudge.
We actually haven't seen Poison Ivy's lair, but once we get there, it kind of sticks out. This is what I was talking about with sometimes the platforming is finicky for Catwoman. You'd think I'd be able to grapple up there as I was running, but, no, maybe not.
Look out! It's the cat! What the hell is she doing here?
knew you were a chicken. Here.
So another one of the challenges we're going to run into is to knock down people with the caltrops. You'll notice as soon as they step in the area, they pretty much just go right down, but it's going to take at least one more to actually nail it. And there you go. It works pretty effectively. It's nice to give yourself some breathing room if you just want to focus on one particular area. But with these extra options, fighting with Catwoman is pretty much, well, almost as fleshed out as it's going to get. There's a few updates, or upgrades rather, for her combat I still need to grab. But I'll get those when it's convenient, and it just doesn't happen to be right now. Catwoman's bolas do come out a little bit slower than the batarangs, so if you're not being careful, you can get hit. But by and large, they're still pretty useful for the same purpose. But with that out of the way, we're pretty darn close to where we need to get.
Well, what do we have here? Weird out-of-place plants, check. Mindless hypnotized henchmen, check. The oh-so-subtle odor of rotting pumpkins, check. Looks like I've found the entrance to Ivy's lair.
As far as Predator sections goes, Catwoman's actually got a few neat tricks up her sleeve. One of them is that she is completely silent while running, so you can move around pretty quick, and you won't have to worry about crouching and accidentally setting somebody off. The other is that she can stick on the underside of these grates, and when, just like we saw with the guy with the gun back outside her apartment, if you can drop down on people from on top of the grates, and you can also pull them down from above you. Either way you go, that will enemies will check near the grates, so or near your location. If there's a body down, they'll look up and down, so if you take somebody out that way, you don't want to stick around. But on the way in, we'll grab a Catwoman trophy, and we'll make our way inside.
Hello? Ivy? You here?
You shouldn't have come here.
Oh, come on. You're not seriously going to hold that against me forever, are you?
You killed them all!
They were just flowers, Ivy. I'll buy you some new ones. I know a place that... Come on, Red. Can't we just... Oh, for the love of... Hey, Pammy, here's an idea. If you want a boyfriend, how about trying the dating route? Hates this voodoo crap.
So essentially, in order to get Poison Ivy to work with us, we're going to have to go through a combat gauntlet. It's not too bad. If anything, this is, excuse me. If anything, this is more or less your final test as far as Catwoman's combat goes.
That will destroy your pathetic meat sack of a body.
After every round, the area will stop filling up with poison gas, so we have to climb up and move up to the next level.
Kill her for me, boys. Do you really think you can beat Mother Nature?
The hit detection while the guys are coming out of the pods is a bit finicky, so it's usually best to wait for them to come to you instead of trying to be sneaky and hit them ahead of time.
You can't outrun nature, Selena. My spores will fill your lungs and kill you from within.
After round number 2. We move up once more, and
Are
this
we
is
done
the
yet,
final
Ivy?
round.
I just want to talk, that's all.
If you're still breathing, it's not over.
Sitting up there next to Poison Ivy is a couple
She's
plants,
consistent.
and
We'll
the
give her
plants will shoot out spores at you.
Billion microorganisms
The only way to
will
get rid of the
enter.
spores and dodge them is to hit the plant before it shoots.
Spores will grow, replacing the blood in your veins. And when I'm done, your flesh will be replaced with bark.
I actually didn't know you were supposed to hit those plants until this very playthrough. The rest of the time I just kind of tanked it.
Look, Red, I just need your help.
Never.
Not again.
You've got some nerve, Selena.
Get back here, Harley.
And I want to know who he is, sweetie.
No one's who you think they are, my dear. Why spoil the fun?
It was all a lie. There's nothing wrong with you.
Nice of you to say, but you of all people should know there's plenty wrong with me. Take my blood, for example. I wish somebody would. This stuff is killing me.
Why should I care?
Because now there's a teeny little bit of me in you too, Bats. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's not what you always wanted. Look, we're running out of time. I need your help. I nearly had a cure. It was so close, and then it was taken from me.
So we both die. I'm fine with that.
Are you? Imagine sucking down that last breath knowing that Gotham is doing the same.
What are you talking about?
Oh, didn't I say? I've spent weeks shipping samples of my blood to emergency rooms all over the city.
So that's Protocol 10. Poison Gotham. I expected more.
Protocol 10? Never heard of it. Hold tight. I'll be in touch!
I'm listening.
Is someone feeling a little down?
What do you want?
Oh, Bats, cheer up. It won't kill you. Oops.
Where is the cure? Who has it?
I had our cold-hearted friend Mr. Freeze making it, but he's gone dark on me.
I'll find him.
I bet you.
Alfred, Joker's poisoned me. He may have poisoned Gotham too. Mr. Freeze has the only cure.
What are you waiting for, then? He's in Arkham City. Find him.
If only it was that simple. He'll be somewhere cold. He needs to be kept at sub-zero temperatures to survive.
I don't wish to worry you, but it is the middle of winter out there.
I noticed. I've calibrated the cowl to track heat signatures. I'll find the coldest point in Arkham City.
And so we have our marching orders. Let's go ahead and see what we can find. And maybe get a little sidetracked along the way. There's a couple armed guards, we can just completely pass them by. Our favorite stalker is very close by.
The last one knew anyway. I think it was one of the doctors. Oh, those guys. You remember how much that old one screamed when he was dropped in the furnace? Here, how many times did Joker put him in again? 12. Oh yeah, 12. Figured he was gonna be quick. Still, you can never tell, can you? Sometimes you can burn the skin off someone, and they still keep clawing on the life.
So, what do you think will happen next?
Way I see it, they'll keep sending us dead people, and we'll keep sticking them in these cars until we run out of space.
Who do you think will be next?
Quinn's sending people out looking for Freeze. If he's double-crossed Joker, I'm figuring we'll be sticking him in sooner or later.
I think we're gonna need a bigger car.
Well, this is depressing. Let's take care of it.
He's here!
Seems as though the Joker's just been taking the,
Freeze's lab
recipients
must
of
be
his jokes and placing them inside these cars, and it doesn't seem to be going well for them.
I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. A hotline straight to my bestest friend in the world. Just think, I can call you up whenever I get bored. I think our relationship is really maturing here. The next thing you know, this will be exchanging emails or meeting up for romantic dinners.
Oh yeah, and now the Joker has a hotline to us, so that's fun. Now that we have the remote electrical charge, there's a few things we can do to move around some of these Riddler trophies. By using these electromagnets, we can push around the ball. Once the ball reaches the gate, you can take the trophy. There's going to be a few of those kinds of puzzles we'll see. They get more and more complicated. For now, I actually don't remember what I pick out. I think I go for the shockwave attack. Yeah, so we're actually not going to use it for a little while yet, but it's nice to have for the time being. Basically, if you dive bomb into the ground, you can release all the built-up energy, and it will stun everybody around you where you land. It's not super useful. It's okay, but we'll see it at some point. It is actually necessary for one Riddler trophy, so I'll use it then.
I have been watching you, Batman, to see if you are ready.
So, in this save file, this is actually the first time we're seeing this guy, which is why he's saying the same thing. But, yeah, I was kind of rushing through and skipped doing it on once we got outside the courthouse. But he does spawn in static locations, so every time you come out of the steel mill, he'll be standing here. Every time you come out of the courthouse for the first time, he'll be standing there. He spawns in the same locations. The only question is, can you find him there at a given time? In this case, the answer is no. Right now, since we saw him there, he is not going to be outside the courthouse, but I'll pick him up later. I also haven't received Mr. Zaz's first phone call, so I believe I actually get that phone call in this video, and from there on, anytime he calls, the chase begins. But we still haven't encountered the Riddler full-on yet, so we aren't able to do anything about the, you may notice part of a gigantic question mark there in the background. So, we should be meeting him soon, though. Also, these batarangs have some real range.
We've lost a camera in Sector 4.
This is the Joker. When we roll out of here, we find anyone who's made a mistake.
Camera down in Sector 4.
We beat him some more. Yeah.
No problem. I can wait.
Batman! It's Batman!
Please, I'm on the roof of the old Gotham FM building. Someone's after me. I don't know who. He's gotta find me. I need help!
Well, that doesn't sound good. We should definitely head over and help that guy out. I mean, we don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, right?
I don't care where you've gone. I'll find you someday and kick the living crap out of you.
Joker kicks off and Penguin takes over. I might as well put a ball bullet in my skull right now.
It's not the video stuttering, it's my computer. It's only gonna get worse as we have to traverse more and more of the city.
Batman, help me!
What are you doing up here?
There's someone after me. He's trying to kill me.
Who?
I think he works for Strange. That bastard has me working on his damn tower for 6 months, and no sooner is it all operational, he has me thrown in here.
What were you working on?
There are a number of signal relay points around the top of the tower. The specifications...
Oh, well.
I need to set up a crime scene here. It's the only way to find out who killed this man. The bullet hit here.
Oh, it's like a 1036 by 77 millimeter. I'll be honest, I don't really know anything about... I don't know too much about calibers. Is that a really deadly bullet? Somebody can probably fill me in on that.
We've lost the camera in Sector 3.
But we can trace the trajectory back to its source and figure out, well, maybe who shot it, maybe where it came from.
This is insane.
The shot was taken from somewhere around here. I should scan the area. There's the shell casing. Alfred, take a look at the image that's just uploaded to the Batcomputer.
Is that what I think it is, Master Bruce?
It is. Deadshot is in Arkham City.
What's he doing there? Is he a prisoner?
It seems unlikely, but I'm not ruling anything out.
So, it's the world's greatest detective versus the world's deadliest assassin. Who's going to win?
Not him. Send me the full database entry for Deadshot. I've uploaded everything I know about the victim. I'll be in touch.
And so we find a new friend here in Arkham City to keep us company. We'll be running into a couple assassination targets throughout the game, and eventually we will track down Deadshot, but not right now.
What can we do? The Joker really is dying, which I still don't believe. But if he is, Harley Quinn will take over.
But she's crazy.
So is the Joker.
Hey, at least he's funny.
Till he kills you.
Okay. How about we take over?
What do you mean?
We could form our own kind of group, give ourselves crazy names, and we could run the gang.
We'd have to kill Holly.
I'm fine with that.
Or we keep her alive and have some fun with her.
Screw that. Sooner I don't have to listen to that voice, the better. I'll kill her myself.
Cool. So we just wait for Joker to die and take over. I feel better already.
Well, that sounds promising. I'm sure these guys will have a long and storied career as criminals. Oh. Well, maybe not. So I'm just using the remote electrical charge here, I think. I want to say there's a challenge for using it in quickfire. I don't recall if I'd already gotten it or not. But if nothing else, it's just fun to watch people kind of writhe around for a while.
Your mommy won't know who you are.
I think I'm actually trying to hit the guy with the pipe because that's another one of the challenges, is making somebody who's already got a weapon in hand swing. Yep, there it is. If you hit an enemy who's currently carrying a weapon, as we saw with Mr. Hammer before, with the electrical charge, they'll swing around wildly and more than likely hit the people behind them. It's really nice. Necessary? No. Worth it? Yes. So, while we're here, actually there's a, yeah, we got another political prisoner over here.
What happened?
I couldn't find any. Please, it's not my fault.
I don't see anyone else here. You're the one who didn't do what he was told to do. So I guess you're the one who's gonna start hurting. Oh, please, no. Shut up. I'm gonna enjoy this. Ah! Help! Stop, please!
The knockout smash I haven't gotten into many details on, but suffice to say that if you're doing a silent takedown and you need to make the takedown happen now and silence be damned, you can hit the strike button in the middle of the takedown and it'll just do a quick elbow drop or something like that. It's super useful if you get spotted by somebody and you just need to take out the guy right that second. But it is a loud takedown, so anybody in the room will know, oh shit, somebody just got their brains knocked in. Still, it's really nice, and it's a really good thing to add to the repertoire, so to speak. While I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and do this AR challenge, just because I think it's one of the ones that usually gives me trouble, but I actually get it pretty well this time. What you have to do is dive into these rings and then guide yourself through the tunnel with your dive bomb air. It's probably it's probably harder than I'm making it look, but that's the only time I fail it. It's a bit like the last time we had to glide over the water after coming up from the dive bomb. This one, there's a very small window of not hitting the ground and still getting in under the teeth. And then once you actually get into the tunnel, you can accidentally hit any of these things along the top as well. So it's a bit tough.
Augmented reality training complete.
But while we're here, we can go ahead and use our remote electrical charge on this thing to move it forward. And that gives us access to this weak roof. And inside the weak roof, well, I'll give you a guess as to what's behind it. If you guessed a Riddler trophy, you're right. Yay! Anyway, maybe we should actually track down Mr. Freeze, since we're poisoned and everything, and that's probably bad. On the right side, you'll notice the temperature gauge. Basically, as we get closer to the coldest point in the city, the temperature goes down, and more than... I'm getting distracted again. Like I said before, this is actually the first time I'm hearing from Mr. Zaz on this save file, but it sets the table.
Hello, Batman. Do you recognize my voice?
Victor Zaz.
In the flesh! I'm so happy you remember me. I'll never forget you. I've got a special game planned, Batman. A game just for you. Ring, ring.
And now we're totally going to head towards the coldest point in the city. Another one of the Riddler challenges is to manage to glide, combine yourself with a dive bomb and glide for 150 meters without using the grapnel boost. And honestly, this is one of the best times to do it, just because it's a pretty decent span of space. But where we're heading to is the old Gotham
GCPD building. Freeze must be using one of the old forensic labs. I've got to get in there.
What's stopping it?
The door. It's shut tight.
So what now?
You two keep trying to get in. I'll blow their faces off if they try to get out.
And then what? We just grab Freeze and take him back to the Joker?
Sounds like a plan. Anybody got anything to smoke?
Nah, I'm out. Since Joker and Penguin went to war, it's getting harder and harder to get what you need in here.
I know what you mean. Maybe Penguin's crew's got some. Guess we could find out after we kill them all.
It seems as though the Joker's already sent his boys over here to track down Mr. Freeze, but they're not having much luck. I know the Penguin was here earlier, and his guys were trying to get in the same area. But it just doesn't seem to be working out that well for him. There is a Riddler trophy over here that I wanted to grab. It was at one of the staircase, and it's going to be pretty easy to grab. You just have to duck under there. If you're feeling clever, you can use these weak walls to, well, blow away a henchman, but it's not really necessary. So, I think I placed those and I never wind up using them, but oh well. If you're being efficient, you can just go up behind these guys and do a double takedown, but I am not efficient. There is somebody cowering up here, and it's a political prisoner we can talk to. But first, we're gonna go ahead and grab the, I'm pretty sure I grabbed the glide boost attack. Yeah, so this one's really neat. Basically, when we're in a area where we have a lot of space to do a dive bomb or a glide kick on somebody, you can actually just instantly take them out and toss them like a sack of potatoes. It's pretty good. We'll be seeing that one quite a bit.
What are you doing up here?
Please, I just came looking for food.
Up here?
It wasn't easy. I've been watching those guys down there. They're all crazy. Penguin's guys were waiting for the Jokers, but then the Jokers turned up and kicked their asses.
Joker's crew are looking for Mr. Freeze.
He's pretty much the only one I haven't seen. Penguin's guys went into the building, and Jokers have spent the last God knows how long trying to cut their way in.
Wait here and stay out of sight. I'm gonna find a way into that building.
What? It came from over here, I'm sure of it! Huh? On me! I got him!
Somehow that worked. I'm not sure how. Yeah, you could have done I could have done a double takedown, but it just didn't happen. So I'll take this. It works. But luckily, we don't have to worry about cutting through this because we can just charge the door up and slide on through. You do actually have to slide.
What's going on? Now for the love of... If any of you idiots at the GCPD are still capable of breathing, switch to channel Puffin 0. Do you understand? Puffin 0, now!
I should grab that radio. I can use it to listen into Penguin's communications. If I hack this radio, I'll be able to listen into all of Penguin's communications.
So, while we're looking around, I'm actually going to briefly look at the other broadcasts.
Running wild, and there are reports that the turf war on the ground has escalated. As regular viewers will no doubt remember, when I spoke to the mayor earlier tonight, he said that all measures were being taken to restrict the flow of illegal weaponry into Arkham City. The mayor was very clear in his response. He said that all weapons are illegal within the quarantine zone. He promised every measure possible was being taken to control these anarchic outbursts. So Gotham, let me ask you, does this look like an anarchic outburst? In my opinion, and I stress, it is just my opinion, the entire site is in chaos.
As far as I know, Gotham FM is the only one that actually updates regularly, so every once in a while I'll be taking a look at that to see what they're saying. But we do have a new signal to decrypt, so we'll take a look at that. And let's look around for Mr. Freeze.
Joker's crew are still outside, Mr. Cobblepot.
Good. Make sure it stays that way.
No problem.
Listen up. Boss wants this place held tight. No one in or out. You see one of Joker's crew, waste them.
What about Batman?
Kill him too.
Just like that?
Just like that.
They're watching both the ground entrances, so we'll have to find a way around. Luckily, one pretty much makes itself readily available. We just do our favorite thing and go through some vents.
What is Freeze doing anyway?
No idea. All I know is Penguin wants it. It's good enough for me.
We can't find it. It's not here.
Let's get this straight. Are you telling me that you are all so incompetent that you need me to come down there and help you search a room?
No. I mean...
Well, it sounds like that's what you're saying.
Please, Mr. Cobblepot. I didn't mean it. We'll find it.
Oh, yeah. One last thing. I hear Batman's coming your way. Good luck.
Penguin's keeping track of his crew using heartbeat monitors. He'll know each time I take someone out. I need to move quickly.
The heartbeat monitors basically make it so that these, uh-oh. Well, that was awkward. Basically, the heartbeat monitors make it so that it's not as easy to just take the thugs out one by one.
How are you gonna use those things if they're not here?
I'm running out of patience.
And worth noting is if a guard gets kind of irritated of you constantly grappling up to the vantage points, they will shoot them just to they'll try and get rid of them.
How come we don't have smoke?
And they can get rid of all the vantage points in an area. So if you're really attached to them, it can make life a little bit rough if you're not on top of your game. And you can see there I tried going to that one on the left even though it wasn't there anymore. It's not something that happens often, but when it does, you notice it. This time around, once we're down to the last thug, he gives up.
You don't need to hurt me.
Where's Freeze?
He's in the museum. Penguin's got him.
I'll have to cut that tongue out of your head, boy. I don't know people telling tales on me.
No. I'm sorry, Mr. Cobblepot. He made me tell him.
You can have him, Batman. I'm safe and sound here in my museum. Try and get me if you like. I've got plenty of surprises ready for you if you do. Starting right now.
And so, Mr. Freeze is...
That doesn't sound good.
Mr. Freeze is not where we want him to be, so now we're gonna have to take him back from the Penguin. We actually can't do anything about this trophy yet, so... I actually don't even remember to scan it in. But you can scan it in. I completely forgot. And, this door right here is not a Riddler door, but we just don't have the codes for it yet. So, there's a lot of trophies in here that we can't do much with for the moment.
Alfred.
Hello, sir. Have you retrieved the cure from Mr. Freeze?
There were complications. Penguin has got his hands on Freeze and trapped me in the GCPD building.
You do realize that you will actually die if you don't get this cure soon.
Thanks for reminding me, Alfred. I'm in a police building. Cobblepot's obviously bribed some official into giving him the lock codes for the municipal structures. I'm downloading the unlock codes right now.
And this is where we get the code to that door. First we have to get ourselves out of here, which just means we have to tunnel through this grate, and we'll pop up on the other side. The unlocking has changed a little bit. Instead of just searching for a certain frequency, we actually have to match up letters into a password. It's pretty easy. As the difficulty level goes up, it may just make it so that there's more word combinations. But anyway, that's it for this video. Please stay tuned for an interview with Two-Face, and we'll track down Mr. Freeze next time.
What is it, Strange? Are you enjoying this?
Not in the slightest. Let's go back further. You were a rising star, a beacon of light for this city. A white knight riding in to save it, with a dark knight not far behind.
You can leave him out of this. He's wrong. They all are. No one understands the beauty of fate's hand. I'm grateful to Falcone. He gave me a clarity, a purity that few will know. Everything boils down to a simple choice. This way or that way. Good or bad.
Do you really believe that?
How could I not?
Interesting. So all you need is this coin, and everything is simple?
Give me it!
Or what about this coin? Or this? Or these?
What are you doing?
Proving a point. Fate didn't make you answer my question. I did. I replaced your coin with my own. See? You answered me because I wanted you to.